All right, in this video, we're going to talk about Facebook ads objective. Now, when it comes to Facebook advertising, I have worked with more than a few thousand Facebook advertisers from all around the world. I would say at least 50 to 60% of them are still finding Facebook advertising selection a bit confusing. The reason why they are actually having this kind of problem is because, to be frank, previously Facebook did a really bad job, in terms of helping people understand what are the differences between objective. But since the, we call this ODEX update, which is like an outcome-based outcome-driven advertising experience. I think actually this started about a couple of years ago. They actually tried to group the objective into a more meaningful categorization so that it helps the advertisers understand the usage of each more effectively. But even so, I spoke to someone in the morning that has been advertising for about 2 years. The first thing she told me was, Jason, I'm still very not sure whether I should be going for the engagement or the traffic. And that's the reason why I want to do this training today, because I really want to help you understand the differences of each. So with that, I'm just going to bring my screen into the, like the ads manager itself. So this is the ads manager, right? So when you click this create button on the top left, eventually you'll be presented this screen. Okay, so as I always like to tell whoever who learn with me, okay, the easiest way to understand is actually the easiest way to start Facebook advertising is to start with reading very carefully. I mean, although they are still sometimes, like they actually quite kind of create some confusion about what they write and, to help us understand, but I think they have been improving. So let's go through a little bit of reading over here to help us decide and understand the differences between each objective over here. Sorry. Okay, now, first thing first, right? Okay, we start with the first line over here. What it says? Okay, it says, now you can choose from 6 simplified objectives. Okay, you already know that they actually try to simplify the whole thing. And then it says, we have made an update to the campaign objective to make it easier to find one that aligns with your business goals. Here's what you can expect. Okay, first, all the same functionality and features as before, which means, you see, for those who actually, started advertising long time ago, that you have been advertising for a while, one thing you need to know for sure, that is nothing changed. Okay, everything is the same, because some people came back to me and said that, hey, Jason, something is missing. I don't see this anymore. I don't see that anymore. What Facebook is trying to tell us here is everything remains unchanged. If you can't find something that you are looking for, look harder. They must be there. Okay, I hope later on when we are diving deep in, we should hopefully we can understand the differences, because in fact, a lot of stuff that change that you probably perceive it as change or move or remove, that are just being recategorized into different different ways. Okay, so first thing first, all the same functionality and features as before. Then second thing is no change to existing campaigns at this time, which means if you have been running the same campaign for the longest time, like a few years, right? You never change anything, nothing changed. You don't need to kill your campaign. You don't need to do anything. Everything is going to be the same. Okay, so yeah, it ended with, we will help you find a new objective that matches with the old one. Now, another very important phrase you have to catch here is, we made an update to change campaign objectives to make it easier to find one that aligns with your business goal. Okay, the key phrase here is aligns with your business goal. So that's the most important thing. When you want to understand Facebook advertising objective and choose which one that works for you, you need to understand what is your business goal when you're running ads on Facebook. Meaning, when you spend money on Facebook, what do you want to get as an outcome? What is your how do you measure success? That's the right way to say this. So the way you measure success determines which objective works for you. That's why we got to be really clear about this thing. But before we talk further on that topic, right, I want to quickly go through. So as you can see, there are 6 objectives over here. We start with awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, ad promotion, and sales. Now, we used to have like, before they changed this format, we had 10. At one point, we had 15. Can you imagine that? at one point when I was training, because I actually started teaching Facebook ads in 2016, 2017, I think it's in between 17 to 18, right? They actually changed the objective lineup so many times that almost every other month when I run my physical training back then, I had to update my deck, which is very interesting at that point of time. But now, they have been like, really trying to zoom in and distill down. You can see there are only 6 objectives available, but it's very critical to understand now. First, let's start with awareness. Read, remember? Okay, now what it says here. Awareness objective is to show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. Okay, this is a very important thing. Show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. So what are they good for? What is this good for? It's good for reach, which is reach. It's actually a ad setting that you can determine how many times your audience will see your ad within a certain period of time, say, for example, a week. So let's say if you're running a very intense a promotion that you really want to know, let your existing customer know about your latest promotion, that you actually can set where you can let these people see your ad up to like 20 times within a week. You can actually do these kind of settings. So this is what we do. I mean, we used to have a single out objective. We call it reach objective back then, but now it's actually being grouped into awareness objective over here. So that's that. And then brand awareness was another objective that we used to have, like a single one, a standalone one, where this is really for more for brands, where you run brand awareness objective because you want people to remember your advertisement or the creative that you're running. Okay, and then of course video views objective was a standalone one as well, where the objective of it is to get more people view your video or up to 15-second through play. I mean, that's the optimization. And store location awareness. Now, location awareness was also another standalone objective at one point, which is for you to really promote your physical location, as in your store location. So awareness, as you can see here, none of these are meant to help you get any solid business outcome. Okay, you have to remember that. Awareness objectives are not for you to get any business outcome, as in like, what do you mean by people who are most likely to remember them? Remember you doesn't mean they will buy from you, yeah? It is just meant for exposure, meaning you want to reach more people, or you want to get this message across to a certain group of people in a more intensified way, that you want to keep showing this ad to them within a certain period of time, or you want to increase brand awareness. But none of these would actually be attributed to any, I mean, the measurement of the campaign, so-called the awareness campaign objective here, is not related to any business related outcome, as in like how many purchases that you get and all this. I mean, I'm not saying that they will not get you purchases or lead generated or any outcome out of it, but the maximum so-called the best usage of this objective is really to help you reach people who are likely to remember them, or to get your message across to a certain group of people. So when you're using awareness campaign, you have to bear in mind, this is really to help you get the message across. So when do we use this? I mean, to be frank, right, for any small businesses that I work with, I mean, for the past many years, I actually work a lot more with, small and medium businesses where we have very limited so-called monthly ads budget that we have to make sure that we spend wisely, because we don't have a lot of money. We are not like big brands like Pepsi or whatnot. There's a lot of money to spend. So we usually do not use awareness objective. Like some people will say, hey, Jason, I think I need to get people to like my page first before I can start running ads. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter. Why? Because first thing first, I would say very rare people will see your ad and click to your profile or page to check whether you are real or not. So that's the first thing. Second thing is Facebook and Instagram, they're actually kind of like debunking the importance of, as in like they are trying to lower down the importance of the number of likes or the like count and something. Even on Instagram, right, you can actually set not to show how many likes you receive on each post, because they want to avoid this so-called social pressure that people are getting, like, oh, I'm not getting likes for these posts, I feel depressed and those kind of stuff. So awareness, okay, to be frank, the number of likes are not important. And even to a certain extent, I would say the number of engagement you get on your ad post does not really, in most ways, this is based on my personal opinion, because some people will say that I need to get social proof. I need to get as many people to like my post first before I use it to run SB, okay? Because all these likes and comments will help me strengthen the trust, as in like to make people trust that I'm a real deal. You know, the brand is real. I would say not really necessary. Okay, so that's my take. So awareness, we usually do not use it for small and medium businesses because we want to make sure that we spend the money the right way. To get the action that we want, that will align with our business goal, which is in most of the time, we want people to take certain action. That's why we start with traffic. Now, when it comes to traffic, read carefully. This is to send people to a destination, such as your website, app, or Facebook event. So it is good for link clicks, landing page view, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, or calls. So as you can see here, it is actually to get people to a destination on and off Facebook. So what we usually do here, like, of course, if you have a landing page, if you have a website, okay, traffic is a good objective to start. Now, if you want to get people to Messenger, as you can see, like over here, traffic, some people will say, hey, I mean, what about leads, right? I mean, later on when we jump on here, you start seeing some confusion over here. Like under traffic, we have Messenger. Under engagement also, we have Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And leads also, we have Messenger as well. So which one should I be choosing? Exactly. So you have to understand the impact of each. So for traffic, it's really meant to get people to go to the destination. Okay, so traffic, like if I do traffic to a landing page, the outcome is Facebook would actually find and zoom into people who are likely to take action, which is, you know, like another confusion here is you have link click or landing page view. Which one should I be optimizing for? Now, if you are driving people to a destination that you don't have Facebook pixel installed, as in your own Facebook pixel installed, or you have no access to their Facebook pixel or meta pixel or, you know, conversion API, we usually go for link click because we can't measure. We can only measure how many clicks we get. Because let's say if you are driving people to, let's say, a third-party website, okay, if you do not have access to the pixel or you don't have your pixel installed, how many landing page view cannot be attributed to the campaign itself because there is no traffic, or so-called there's no metric sending back to the ad campaign itself. So if you're driving people to a destination like that, you go for link click. But if you are driving people to a landing page that you have your pixel installed, you can actually go for landing page view. That's the start. The differences is Facebook will zoom in to people who are likely to go further. Up to which level? Clicking is one thing. Go to landing page is one thing. Facebook has data to differentiate what kind of people who are likely to take which kind of action. So likewise to Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, or calls, these are very much focused on people who are likely to click on the Messenger button, click on a link to go to Instagram and whatnot, but not to the extent of starting a conversation. You understand what I mean? So if you want to get people to start a conversation and to quantify them as a lead, for example, on your Messenger, I would say you should go for lead, which we will discuss later on. But fundamentally, traffic is to really zoom into, I mean, because when you're choosing objective, Facebook is going to help you choose the audience as well. You have to understand the differences between these two. So going for traffic means you want to get somebody who would actually click and go to the next destination. So whichever aligns to your business goal, okay? So that's traffic and followed by engagement. Now, engagement, read carefully, is to help you get more messages, video views, post engagement, page likes, and event responses. Now, then you'll be asking, what's the difference between engagement and awareness? Okay, now the differences here is awareness, they do not aim for any action. You'll just go out to everyone and anyone who are likely to, you know, like remember, which is very difficult to measure in any way. So they will just usually spread to as many people as you can, theoretically. But when it comes to engagement, it is still action-based. Why? Because Facebook will zoom in to the people who are likely to engage. Now, you got to be very careful about this word engage here. Now, what do you mean by engage? Engage, before this, what engagement used to mean like, comments, and shares to a post. But now as Facebook group things like Facebook's family of apps together, now we have Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, and all that. Engagement means they engage on all platforms possible. Messaging you is an engagement. Liking your Instagram post is an engagement. Watching your video is an engagement. You know, sending a message to you is an engagement. So that's how they categorize. So when you go for engagement, as you can see, It is good for Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp, which is, like family of apps engagement. Video views, meaning watching a video is also an engagement. Yeah, it is. Watching up to certain percentage is also a form of engagement. And post engagement, that's the normal one, which is liking a post, commenting on a post, sharing a post. These are normal ones. And conversions is also being categorized here. That's the thing that kind of confuse people. But when it comes to conversion, you got to be really careful. When we say engagement, the conversion being categorized here means the conversion that happens within Facebook environment. Okay, now this is what we call chat commerce. For those who are not familiar with chat commerce, as in like the messenger kind of thing, because a lot of businesses in the, like Southeast Asia region and the Asian region, like Malaysian market, certain speaking countries, Indonesian market as well, as I understand. Chat commerce is still a very famous form of commerce where people want to talk to the person first, or talk to the business first, ask a few questions before they place orders. And in the messenger itself, if you're not familiar, not a lot of people are familiar, even myself, there are ways for you to mark an order as completed, to even label a conversion over there. So this would actually help Facebook gather information about people who are likely to convert at the messenger level. So that's why we have a conversion here. But this conversion is not the same as the sales conversion or lead conversion, that is being attributed to different objective over here. But what you really need to understand about engagement objective is it is actually to help you get actions within Facebook environment, or rather say family of apps, Facebook family of apps environment, or Meta family of apps environment, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger. Yeah, I think these four. So yeah, so that's for the engagement objective, right? Then followed by leads. Now, leads is actually to help you collect leads for your business or brand. So it's all about getting information. But this also evolved. Back then, when it comes to lead generation, what we had lead form, and then eventually we started to have what do we call the messenger lead generation. Now, as you can see, we have lead forms, messenger, conversions, and calls. So there are many forms. Now, when it comes to conversion, means if you're driving people to a landing page and there is a lead generation mechanism, as in like they can fill up a form to become a lead, you can actually run lead conversion objective under here as well. You see, like when you are, let's say if you're having a website, right? Some people actually, I personally tried. I actually went for sale and I want to go for lead. As long as it's lead, Facebook do not allow you to go for sale objective. They want you to use the leads objective because that's the right way of quantifying the right thing. So as you can see here, in a way, Facebook advertising is actually now becoming intent-based. That's a very important message you have to grasp from this one. Intent-based means what? Facebook really know what kind of action the audience are likely to take. So when you are running ads on Facebook, you got to start with this. You got to start right with this, because the moment you choose the wrong objective, you will definitely get the wrong audience, and eventually rubbish in, rubbish out. You're not going to get what you want. That's why from the very beginning, Facebook already tell you one thing. It is to help you find the objective that aligns with your business goal. So you got to really understand your business goal. How do you measure success for your business? As in like what kind of action you really want. That's why you got to be really, really truthful to yourself. If it's a lead, if that's where you start, because not a lot of businesses can actually run e-commerce. Like for my case, e-commerce doesn't really work. I mean, for certain situation. So what I want leads, right? So if everything starts with leads and ends with leads on the entire, the action funnel here, then you go for leads. If your business is depending on leads, you do not go for awareness. That's what I want to say. You do not go for engagement. That's what I want to say. You go for the right one that you can measure and you can quantify. All right. So that's leads objective, and app promotion is really for mobile apps. If you have mobile apps, this is really for app installs or app events. Now, app install means getting people to install your app, and app events means you want to get people to take certain action at your app itself. So yeah, this requires some a little bit more technical installation. Like you need to have your SDK installed. You need to have your SDK installed. You need to have your event setup and stuff like that. So it involves a little bit of technical work over there, but app promotion is something that you can run if you're running a mobile app also. Then we come to the last one, which is sales. Okay, sales say, find people who are likely to purchase your product or services. That's why it's not just for product, it is also meant for services, but the keyword here is purchase. So this is really to help you get money. And Facebook is really good because they really know who are the people who are likely to, as in like purchase online, because they have all the information, because every major e-commerce websites and platforms and marketplaces have Facebook as SDK installed, Facebook Pixel installed, conversion API installed. They have all the information. They really know. And to take this step further, they know who are the people who bought, let's say, baby products, and you should target these people. So if you are a baby product and you want to get purchase, Facebook can really match you to people who are likely to purchase. So that's the reason why you got to be really clear about what you want to achieve over here, right? So it's good for conversion, catalog sales. Catalog sales is actually like a e-commerce form of advertising whereby you can actually show a series of products along with the one that they view. So it's part of the conversion objective. And also you can actually go for Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, or calls. So now back to another thing that we were actually talking about, which is the confusion over here. So now that we see Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp in so many places, which one should we choose? And why is that so confusing? Why are they actually putting all this, like placement or so-called Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp everywhere? When I choose traffic, I have it. Engagement, I have it. Lead, I have it. Why is that so? Now, the way to differentiate is this. It actually comes back to your business model. Okay? How do you transact? You get what I mean? Yeah. And okay, sales, if you see Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp with under the sales objective, that means you are able to really, to the point, qualifying how much they purchase, how much they spend with your business. Even if it's offline, you can still put a label to it. You can actually mark it as purchase, converted, and you do that. But if you go for lead, if you see Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp, that means you are actually getting information over there. So don't be confused by all these duplicated appearances and all. It is really about how you actually get that action on which platform or which placement you get that action done, that you measure as a business success, that you measure as you have achieved your business goal when you're running ads on Facebook. So these are the differences between the objective. Okay, I hope up to now you have a better understanding about Facebook ads objective. Now, this is the time where I bring up my deck over here. Okay, so this is where we do a quick recap. It's already half an hour, so I don't want to drag too long because this kind of training is not meant to be long. I just want to get one message across at one time. So to do a quick recap, right? Facebook ads objective over here. This is the training that we are at about. First thing you want to understand here is Facebook advertising is now intent-based, as in Facebook really know who are the people who are likely to take what action. That's why as a business, when you're running ads on Facebook, the key question that you have to answer yourself here is what actually helps you to achieve your business goal and what kind of business goal that you want to achieve over here. So you got to be really clear about that. Okay. If you want lead, go for lead. If you want sales, go for sales. Do not say, like some people still have that say, oh, I got to get likes first. When they like my page, then only I run ads to them and retarget them and all that. These are bullshit. People no longer need that kind of journey anymore. That's why you really have to understand the shortened journey over here and go straight to the point. Now, the second thing you have to understand here is, the duplication here, as in like multiple platforms has so-called appears in multiple objectives. It is actually just how you measure, like let's say whether you get conversion or on Messenger, or you get people to submit a lead form, or you want to get people to give you their information on Messenger or WhatsApp. It's the choices of platform to get that business goal achieved. So don't be confused by the duplication. Just go very straight and very clear to define your business goal, which is whether it's traffic, awareness, engagement, and lead or sales. So that's that. Okay, so that's why everything starts with understanding your customer journey. That's why every business has its own customer journey. All right, like for example, I spoke to someone in the morning. The customer journey for their business, they came to me because they wanted to get more conversion on the website. However, they were actually saying that most of the sales happen on the marketplaces they are at, like Shopee and Lazada. So this is how the customer journey works for them. If you get people to your website, people will start looking at the website, browse the website, and they start looking for your brand on Shopee or Lazada, which is the marketplaces. which is in a way, it's not a bad thing. People still buy from you, but they choose to go to the platform where they buy. So that's for that business. Now, for your business, maybe people will come to you and ask you a question, then only they say, okay, send me the link to buy. So that's a very unique customer journey. Or they would rather say, can you send me the bank detail? I'll just do a bank transfer for you. So understanding your business journey is very important here to help you define which goal is more suitable for your advertising need. That's why you really need to start by really understanding the customer journey. So if you, think deeper into your business right now, look deeper into your business and try to derive the whole thing, because you've been in your business for a while, you definitely know how every step takes. So from there, we define which objective should help you better. Sometimes it may requires a few tests, right? Like some of my clients has an e-commerce website, but because they sell something a little bit more complex, instead of driving people to sales at conversion, we start to testing different way, like getting people to talk to them on Messenger and different platforms. So that would actually give us some better information or better idea about which one would actually work better for the business. But all these requires tests. And if you need help, you can actually talk to me. Anyway, I want to really come back to the idea of what makes a good Facebook ads campaign. You see, today we discussed about the objective. Objective is very important, but it's not the only element that makes a Facebook ads campaign. That's why I want to quickly give you the idea of it. So what makes a good Facebook ads campaign? First, definitely we have to start with the right action, which is the objective. Like I said, if you choose the wrong action, if you choose the wrong objective, you're going to get the wrong people at the get-go. Immediately, everything is going to be, collapse. So let's say if you want people to go for, to buy things on your website, but you go for awareness, for example, you're not going to get the action you want, then you'll be frustrated. Why is my campaign not converting? Why am I not getting the numbers? You know what? Because you got the wrong action. So define the action that matters to your business. And then we follow by the right people. Yes, some people are really obsessed with like what kind of audience should I be getting? How do I define the best audience for us and all that? Well, I'm going to cover this in another training in the future, so that we will actually dive in about the people. But people is definitely one very important element, because if you get the wrong people in, everything is going to fall apart as well. So with the right action, and then you target the right people with the right message, that would help you make a good Facebook ads campaign. But that's also not enough. I've been saying that these are the three elements, right? You have to get the right people to take the right action. With the right message. These are the three elements. But everything still require the right strategy. So the right strategy is even a higher level of a discussion over here. How do we define a right strategy for a business? Okay, what kind of retargeting strategy we need to have in place? What kind of top level, as in like top of funnel targeting strategy we should have in place? How do we get the right message, as in how do we craft a message that will get the best action? You see, yeah, it actually affects, like let's say if you want to get people to sign up as a lead, okay, giving a freebie versus telling people about the information or telling people about the outcome of it has different implications that you will bring different kind of people in. Like I have got a client that works with me, what they want is they want to generate leads for a solar panel business. So instead of solar panel business, telling people about solar panel business, one of the testers we did was we actually give the freebie out front, as in like, we actually put like, we're going to give you $5,000 to help you improve your home security system. So we use that because if you sign up as a lead, okay, if you actually purchase the so-called package with us, we will give you the $5,000 to get your solar. But with this message, we get a lot of people in, but they do not convert because they came in because of the wrong intention. They thought that everything is free, so they came in, but they do not have the intention to install the solar panel. That's how everything can also fall apart. So this is really the whole structure I want to give you here, that in order to build an effective campaign, you need to actually start with these three elements at the middle, which is the right action, right message, and right people, and paired with the most important part, which is the right strategy. And that actually takes a bit of experience and experiment to really achieve the right one. But everything must start with some action right now. So the best way to build the whole circle over here is to learn from your current campaign. You see, this is where I actually would like to say, I cannot help you if you do not have if you have not done anything yourself. There are people who came to me and say that, Jason, I want to start a new business. Can you advise me on what kind of strategy that we can take and stuff like that? I cannot. I'm not a fortune teller, first thing, and I need numbers to prove, to actually look into the metrics themselves and see what are the right things that you have done and the wrong things that you have done. So the best way to build the strategy, to learn whether are you targeting the right people, are you using the right objective, are you actually using the right message, are you actually having the right strategy for your Facebook advertising or meta advertising, is to actually learn from your current campaign. So if you are running ads on Facebook, if you have been running ads on Facebook and you still can't seem to figure out whether are you doing right or not, what are the strategy that you should be implementing, how do we, like even some of you have confusion about, okay, now I have better understanding after today that objective I should be selecting by this way. Now, what about the audience? What about stuff and all that? So if you need help with that, okay, I want to work with you only if you have campaign running. So we want to start by analyzing your current campaign. So this is how it works, right? Only if you have run ads, even if it's a while ago, let's say, I mean, not say like 1 or 2 years ago, let's say if you have run some ads in the past 1 or 2 months, but now you don't have anything right now, and you kind of like not sure, you can't really figure out, you need help, okay? So this is where I can actually offer a quick help, a quick one, okay? This is my service. This is a service on Fiverr. If you click this link, scan this QR code, or you go to this link, okay, it will lead you to my Fiverr gig where you can actually buy me a dinner and I will spend half an hour with you to analyze your existing campaign right now. As in, like I say, I cannot work with you if you have not run ads before. So if you want to do this with me, my advice is start running some ads. Go and learn from some of my free training. Go to my YouTube channel. I hope you're already subscribing to my YouTube channel. Otherwise, please do. And I have a lot of free training available over there. And I have a lot of free videos, close to 1,000 there already. So go through all the learning, start running ads yourself, and come to me only if you have got some data for me to look into. Otherwise, don't come to me. Okay? If you're a new business, don't come to me. I cannot help you because I'm not a fortune teller. Okay? So if you have run ads and if you need help figure out what have you done right or wrong and how to build a strategy, how to actually build a better plan for your meta advertising, scan this QR code, buy me a mail, and we will speak for half an hour to dive into your campaign. And I'll give you an action plan on how to do better and improve your campaign performance. Okay, so with that, that's the video we have today. Thank you.